Hello and welcome back. So we just finished with Friend, and we're gonna keep going through our list here.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things. No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know, when he has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not books so much, or watching TV. He likes TV. It wasn't the present so much, it was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror, a nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me. Well, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it, by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror, and he gave it to me. His body didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear them. Mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the Glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the Glaziers. No, everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier, he doesn't have much money. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess The Rock. We've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong. No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one. My sister is gone. And she's never coming back. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf. Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar. It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much? What kind of hairs? My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H. It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street. Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry. Sure. Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there. He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. He offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house. I wasn't in the house. And the hotel said he was there? I haven't been into work. I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you, hear from my husband. When you suspect someone of murdering their husband. She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman. But it's okay, because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine. I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's... Can you imagine? I tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was prettier. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different. Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long, though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car. Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications. Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was. I can take this stuff off now. Did I prove I'm innocent? When we weren't together, we had a code that we'd learned from a book, the Knot Code. Something prisoners of war would use. We'd tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor. Bought a cat anyway. Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer. Yes, I'll take a lie detector test. I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work? My name. That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works. Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents. Are you married? How is your sex life? So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. Yeah, I had to let myself in. The door locks if it swings too. Yes, I always pull it shut and then lock the bigger lock with the key. Thanks. Please find Simon. I love him so much. No. I mean, everyone loves Simon. He was so nice to everyone. He loves me. Cute. He must love them very much. What ages are they? Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness. It was late, early Saturday morning. Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books. A long time. We got married when I was 17. Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective? When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. You could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive-aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything. I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married. Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously. After the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing. The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since. Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection. Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out. I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name. It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks. At the time they said it was poison, food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty. If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something. I didn't. I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed. We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty, pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger. No, not drugs. I mean, he drinks, but never very much. He goes to the pub and has one or two. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, he doesn't have any kind of drinking problem. God, I don't know. Could be anyone. Maybe someone follows him back from the pub. But why would he let them in? Doesn't make sense. Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again? Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements. I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place. Okay, I'll try my best to remember. Okay, she's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looked scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know. Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time. It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before. No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, in parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I had a hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan. No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys. When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew. She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that. I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1. Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories. Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end. Oh, tastes fine to me. As long as it's black and strong, I'm good.
Okay, so the one that we just watched, she said she wanted her coffee black. In another video, she wanted milk and sugar. So, again, we don't really know if there really are 2 human beings or there's just one person, because people with split kind of personalities, I don't know if that's what you call it or not, they can even like write differently, they can have different medical issues, things of that nature. So it could still actually be one human being with 2 separate personalities or people. Okay, sync. There we go. I'm having trouble finding new ones.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on. We got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at. Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake. Could I have a cup of tea? A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just 1 sugar.
So, with the whole, I know that it doesn't sound like something crazy, But the other girl was a coffee drinker. And I think she drank coffee. But I've never seen any of them ask for tea, so I'm not sure.
Maybe a fresh cup of tea? On his throat. How?
Then I already did that. Ticket.
Well, I remember the ticket, of course. I paid it without telling Simon. Didn't want to get told off. And they put points on the license. You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets. Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Okay, let me add that. Twins.
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
Huh. Maybe she's talking about the kids that she was pregnant with. I don't know.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Alright, buddy. We already did that. Weird. Alright, wife. We're getting through these quickly, actually. Alright.
A wig? You mean... But what type of wig? No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
I believe she's telling the truth in that one. Alright, a woman.
No, Simon wasn't seeing another woman.
Alright. So there's another thing that we are able to do with this. Let's see. So let's go and type, we're gonna do admin underscore unlock. That didn't. That didn't necessarily help. Okay, we're gonna go through a few of these. I have a little bit of an extra list, so let's see. See if we can find any.
Just the one sugar. Thanks. Is that camera recording? Black, no sugar. Thanks.
See, there's a difference in these two. Okay, palindrome. Alright, we got all of those. Glass. Got that one. We already got glazier. Blonde. I'm just gonna go through these really quickly. This is just me double checking my list here. It's a different list. Here we go. We missed a few.
No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone sang the New from the Rock.
Alright, stupid. I don't think we ever looked this one up. Maybe we did. This is a new word.
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself? No. I mean, I don't know. Something must have happened to him on his way home. He could be hurt. I mean, why hasn't he phoned? I don't know. Hurt someone? Yes. But everyone thinks that from time to time, right? You just want to lash out.
Alright, let's do... We already did pub. After, let's try that. Okay. Strange.
No. I'm not sure what strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
And round. I think we did that one. I didn't see this one in the search though.
Sure, I think. I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you? Yes, this is it. He made it himself. It's a special one-off. He made it and decorated it. That's his thing. Where did you find it?
Okay, find now games. Got that. Keep. Crazy. We already got tea. I believe we already did conference. Try, I don't think we did that. Oh, maybe we did. Or, so some of them cross over. So that's kind of what it is. Birthday. Here we go.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm quite a private person and I didn't want to get into the detail of the argument.
Alright. Us.
What about us?
I did dad, friend.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing, like we had before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Alright, let me see.
then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being. This is the third day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. And they say you've been asking a lot of questions. About me. Should I be worried? Am I a suspect? We loved our cat, Domino. He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
I feel as though I will never get to the bottom of this.
No, I don't think it was. I turned the key, but it was already unlocked.
She shook her head yes while she was saying no. Just an observation. Let's see, close, since, bedroom. I think we've probably already seen all of those. Pillow, that's a new one, I think. Doesn't matter because we already saw all of it. Hairs. Alright, let's look at the list here. Wig. Throat. Affair. Woman. 10. We didn't type that one in.
Good. Happy. I mean, ups and downs like any couple, I guess, but we've been married for over 10 years.
Okay. We did Prince. We did Many. There we go.
Well, there you go. How many kids? No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon. Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
Two different people. This is 7/1/94, 6/30/94. Right, so this is two different people. And the reason she said it like that was because she probably told her. Ha ha ha. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'll have to do some digging into the root of all of this.
No, I'm okay. Fuck. Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door. Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
Okay.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15. Is that camera recording?
Okay, so that's... Hold on. Because she said this.
Just the one sugar. Thanks. Is that camera recording?
Okay, so this, they both said this. This is 6:30 and this is 7:01, so it's like literally the next day. I'm convinced these are two different people. It has to be, right? Or two different personalities, I don't know.
If you put me on You've Been Framed, I want the money.
Never heard of that show. Is it like Punk'd? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something, that's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
Fast.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital. Sorry. Yeah, I get it. Yes. Yes, it was a cremation for the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house. Hannah served up sandwiches, and I stayed out of sight.
So it is two people? I don't know. I'm really confused. Ring.
No. No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
Beach. And slept.
I didn't. I slept in the car. I left about 9 that night. I wasn't there.
Alright, husband. And garden. Now we're going to try admin underscore, oh, unlock. Sorry, current access prohibits use of admin command. Good, so you think you understand why your mother did what she did. That's my mother? That is crazy. Okay, so now let's see if I can just click on admin underscore unlock. More than a guest. Account unlocked. Sweet. Admin underscore random. Alright, well, that is all that I can think of. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in our next game. That is the sister, or the daughter rather, of this game, and it's called Telling Lies. It's much more entertaining than this, but I wanted to play them in order, and then I believe there's another one after Telling Lies. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye!